Hi, my name is Erica, and I learned a lot of things in this humanities course over the past 8 weeks. I would say the thing that stood out the most or had the most impact on me was the similarities between our society, our government, and that of we in one state. Um, in America, we like to think that this is the most free place to live and we have the most freedom. They do a lot of the same tactics, but they are just not overt. We are under constant surveillance, and it's not just for our safety. Um, Cameras, for example, that are in the streets, if you run a light or you don't stop at a stop sign, is not just for safety. You will get a ticket and you will have to pay because essentially you have broken a rule. If you want to find out more information about your family and you take a DNA test, hereditary, or learn about the roots, that can also be used against you or a family member if you commit a crime or AKA break the rule, even though that was not your intention. And things like this are just becoming more and more frequent and it's becoming the norm. Currently at my job, I work for an insurance company, and all of a sudden, our passwords are not good enough. So now they want you to either put your fingerprint, your eyeballs, or a PIN code. I obviously selected a PIN code because my fingerprint, God forbid, I don't think anything, I wouldn't do anything. But again, it's not solely for that. They will and can use that fingerprint in any way they deem necessary, and that's just another form of control under surveillance. Aspect is that of individualism. We live in a place where social media is constantly telling us who we need to be, what we need to look like, whether that's our hair, our body, and that goes across all demographics, whether you're a black woman, a white woman, a young man, an old man, a Hispanic, an Asian. There's some images you are being fed to say this is what you should look like, this is where you should live, and it's unhealthy and it's not allowed in some other countries like China have bans on their TikToks for their young children. Our government also allows us to eat food that has been compromised with chemicals, where in certain countries, the food that we eat is not allowed because it is not healthy and it is not safe. Food takeout is not a common thing in many countries. We see a lot of tests where they put cheese from McDonald's out from 5 years ago and it's still not melted. It's just so many things that is very similar, but I never really thought about it that way. I just thought we live in a free country. We live in one of the best countries in the world, and we're lucky to be free, but we are being controlled with a lot of things, and that just brought that to the surface for me to really understand. I would say what I learned most is that I agree with Frederick Douglass that education is the path to freedom, and freedom, I believe, and a lot of people believe, are opportunities and choices. But I feel like within the last couple of weeks, I kind of changed my mind. And really, freedom is happiness. Now, of course, money helps with that happiness, right? You have less anxiety and stress if you have money to pay for things that you need. But what happens when, let's say, you do have all the money? You have the house, you have the car, but you don't have a spouse. Your children are old. Are you okay with truly being happy? And I feel like education is one of the biggest ways to help you find yourself, love yourself, and understand yourself so you can be happy under any circumstances. And initially, I came back to school to get my degree to just to finish something I started because it means something to me, but it's really helping me discover who I am, opening up my mind to different experiences and possibilities. I studied about Italy. I remember I told them I did not want to study about Italy. I said, why do I need to know about that? And now every chance I get, I'm telling people, do you know olive oil is real olives? Like, that was just so interesting to me as a person that cooks food. I've learned about Pan-Africanism that has really changed my life. And this course just kind of put everything in a bow so it all made sense to me and what education really means to me and what freedom really means to me. And it's happiness, and that's not money. So, yeah.